Okay, so...
We're not at the office, and the biggest wrestling news in the history of social media, in the history of our lifetimes, has just broken. If you have not seen, Vince McMahon has announced his retirement from WWE on Twitter, and it's incomprehensible what this could mean for the impact on pro wrestling. We're here to talk about it. We're here to give you our reactive news. Welcome to a spur of the moment, a legitimate WrestleTalk reactive news.
We're out at a party right now, and Andy Datson is filming this video. We're all here just having a good time. It's Brooke Bourgeois' birthday.
Happy birthday, Brooke.
Happy birthday, Brooke.
Happy birthday, Pete.
And not that, but we're just in the middle of a party, and suddenly Andy Datson walks into the room and just goes, Vince is retired. And we've lost our minds, so we've just come outside to record this video. I'm going to get the official statement here from WWE.com so I can read this. So, Vince McMahon has released the official following statement for his retirement. As I approach 77 years old, I feel it's time for me to retire as chairman and CEO of WWE, which he'd already stepped down from because of the investigations and stuff. Throughout the years, it's been a privilege to help WWE bring you joy, inspire you, thrill you, surprise you, and always entertain you. I would like to thank my family for mightily contributing to our success, and I would also like to thank all of our past and present superstars and employees for their dedication and passion for our brand. Most importantly, I would like to thank our fans for allowing us into your homes every week and being your choice of entertainment. I hold the deepest appreciation and admiration for our generations of fans all over the world who have liked, currently like, and sometimes even love our form of sports entertainment. And there's the other stuff, I'm extremely confident in the continued success of WWE, and I leave our company in the capable hands of an extraordinary group of superstars, employees, and executives, in particular, both chairwoman and co-CEO Stephanie McMahon and co-CEO Nick Khan. As the majority shareholder, I will continue to support WWE in any way I can. My personal thanks to our community and business partners, shareholders, and board of directors for their guidance and support over the years. Then, now, forever together.
It finally happened. Wrestling fans, we as fans, have been talking for as long as there has been conversation about wrestling, about what happens after Vince McMahon. And it always seemed like this not pipe dream, because not everyone's dreaming for this to happen by any means, but it never seemed realistic that this man would retire, would step down. It always seemed as if Vince McMahon would be running WWE until his dying day. And now, I have to imagine, in part because of the allegations that have come out, although that has not been confirmed, he's stepped down.
Yeah, I genuinely, I can't wrap my head around this, because all of the smoke screens surrounding these allegations, the investigation, him stepping down and Stephanie McMahon becoming the interim chairwoman and CEO, all of it still felt like, you know, he was still head of creative and all that stuff. Sure. So it still felt like, sure, he was stepping down for the investigations, but, like, he was also just kind of still running things.
He'd taken a half step down.
Exactly. And, like, the quote was, it was still business as usual all the time in WWE. So it didn't really change anything in the grand scheme of things. But this feels like this is finally the end of Vince McMahon running WWE, which is... this is a baffling time, and this is something that it felt like, you know, when these allegations first came out and people started speculating, being, is this the beginning of the end of Vince McMahon running WWE? It still felt like there might have been still, you know, another year or 2 years of this guy in power before this happened, but now this has suddenly just come out, and you've got to think, with all the investigations and allegations and stuff going on right now, is this trying to, you know, cut the news off before something else break, so WWE doesn't sully their name with something that's about to come out soon? Because we've seen that happen before with stuff, you know, they'll break some news ahead of the curve of something else breaking, which would make them look bad. I don't know what's happening right now.
I don't know. And it's genuinely the biggest wrestling news story of all time. Or not of all time, but you could make the argument of all time. It would be on the same par as the success of the first WrestleMania, that sort of thing, which at that time was a big national story, and this is very much in that same vein, of course, for a completely different reason. But this is change. We have been waiting to see what would change in WWE, whether it be with the introduction of Nick Khan or Triple H stepping away and then stepping back into his role, as we saw the announcement earlier today, which now makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it does. Oh
makes
my God.
a lot more sense.
I didn't even think about that.
Now we see what WWE is going to be after Vince McMahon.
Yeah. God.
It's way too big of a concept and way too big of a question to fully answer here. And it's not really the time to speculate about the new creative direction or anything like that. But there have been so many fans run off over the years by Vince McMahon and his decisions. I don't know what this does to those fans. I don't know what this does to the fans of WWE that still love and watch the show every single week.
Yeah.
This could be the biggest shifting point in WWE ever.
Yeah. Like,
And if not, it's in the top echelon of, like, Vince buying from his father, the success of the first WrestleMania, monumental moments. It does not get bigger than this in wrestling news.
100%, yeah. Like, I think mark the date, because this is a date that we'll come back to in history to be like, this is the day where this started to change. Even if things don't change immediately, in terms of like you're talking about with creative and like the backstage structure and all that stuff, I think this will be the catalyst for things changing in the future. It's like, you know, when, like, the purchase of WCW, for example, like, things didn't change immediately right off the bat, apart from with WCW, because they folded, but for WWF at the time, they didn't change immediately, but after a while, they just kind of relaxed, because they won, and then they just took a back seat, and they just, you know, they reaped the rewards for winning the Monday Night War. So I feel like this date right here is going to be in a similar kind of vein, where we might not see the changes immediately, but I feel like this is going to lead to some sort of change in WWE. I don't know how it's going to change. We have no clue about what's going to happen, but I think that makes it exciting? I don't know. And
yes.
Here's a question for you, just really quick. As Vince mentioned in his excuse me, in his statement, he's still the majority shareholder in WWE. Do you think he's going to come out on SmackDown to be like, goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, Dr. Nick, you know?
I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't have had him come out a month ago when he did that either.
No.
But it's Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Maybe that could happen. Of course, by the time this video goes out, SmackDown may maybe have happened. You've seen SmackDown, maybe not. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what the future looks like. I don't know anything about what to expect here. And it's really hard to put together really thought-provoking questions and things, because this is so mind-blowing and so incomprehensible. But I think it's fair to say that WWE has been a very stale product for a long time. Whether that be personal opinion or whatnot, the decline in viewership over the years has been pointing us in the direction that maybe a change is a good thing. Maybe just an introduction of new people in charge or some new blood in the creative process will do WWE a lot of good, but now we finally get to see if that actually is the case. And swear to God, if this means we get rid of Kevin Dunn, I will throw a party of my own.
Well, on that note, I guess thank you for watching this breaking news video. We've been LIW, I guess, that we're out in the wild. LI Wild, nope, nope, it doesn't work. Thank you so much for watching. If you didn't know, we upload daily wrestling news videos, and I guess when we're at parties, we record breaking news videos too. So subscribe, like the video if you haven't. We'll be back with more news. There's going to be so much more fallout of news for this, so subscribe, because we're going to be uploading stuff about that. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Chopper Pete Cornell. This has been Tempest, and that was the news. Ah!